Hey guys, it's Wednesday. I'm gonna try to get my wheel fixed. Hopefully I can find a rim and just replace that. So before I go to the Amigo shop where I bought the bike, I'm going to check in at Pedal Links. I've had good luck here, but they don't sell just rims. The guy recommended I go to Urgyen and could probably get by just a rim there. So I want to avoid that because Urgyen's kind of the priciest store in town. It feels like, but yeah. Anyways, at Amigo, I talked to the guy who's running the front of the store, and he didn't really get that I wanted just a rim, but he told me that a wheel is like $600, and they don't have any in the store, so I don't know. Kind of recommended I go to the Repair and Run down the street, which I've been there before, and they're good. So I figured since I'm down here, I might as well check it out. And yeah, I was talking to one of the guys. He found an e-bike wheel that had a broken hub, but the rim was fine. And he's like, oh, maybe you could buy just that. But he wasn't sure. He had to talk to his boss, who was in a meeting. I could come back in half an hour and talk to him about it. So decided I'd kill some time, went over to the mech and talked to their mechanics. Again, they can't help me. They don't deal with e-bikes pretty much, so oh well. Then I went to the Dollarama to kill some more time, and I bought like a foot shoe insole thing. Yeah, but anyways, back at the Repair and Run, the guy's done his meeting, and he says that he likes my idea of just replacing the rim, but he doesn't think it'll work exactly because the inner diameter of the wheel isn't guaranteed to be the same size as the inner diameter of my wheel. So if I did buy just the rim or whatever, I would still probably have to go and get custom spokes fitted for the wheel. And the only place that does that in town is Urgyen. So I'm going back to Urgyen. I did stop real quick at the bike chain to see if like they could help me at all. They mostly deal with old bikes, and the guy looked at it and he's like, yeah, we can't help you. So, you know, not too surprising, but it's worth checking out. Anyways, pretty much back to my house near Urgyen, and I talked to the people, and they do have just rims if you want to just buy a rim. And the lady was like, you know, if you're gonna go through all this effort, you might as well just buy the best rim. So I'm like, alright, I guess I'll do that. And then I talked to a different person. He's like, alright, you're gonna need new spokes, and to resize and like get the fittings, we need just the hub. And if you want us to take apart the wheel, it's like gonna cost something. So I was like, alright, I'll go home and I'll take apart the wheel. And I was kind of thinking about the price of everything. It's like $157 for this touring wheel that's supposed to be really strong and like good for weight. So it is what it is, I guess. And then last time I got spokes cut, it was $20 for 20 spokes. I'm gonna need 36 spokes. I'm just gonna call it $40 for 40 spokes because I want some extra. And that's just to cut the spokes. The actual spokes themselves are gonna cost at least like, I don't know, $1 for a spoke and then $1 for the nipple. So I'm gonna call that another $80 for the spokes. And I'm at $277 already. And then I'm thinking like, the Repair and Run guy said if I had all the parts, they would assemble it for $150. So in case I don't build the wheel myself, I was like, well, it's gonna cost $427-ish, and then plus sales tax, we're getting pretty close to $482. That's almost the price of a new wheel. So I was kind of getting cold feet on like rebuilding this wheel. And yeah, $600 at the Amigos thing, but again, they don't have it, so they would maybe be able to order one I looked at the manufacturer's website, Eventon, for wheels and stuff, and they have nothing. So I don't know, maybe you have to be like a bike shop to order certain parts from them, but either way it's gonna be a while. So I was like, alright, well, F it. I guess I'll hit up Urgyen. I took apart my wheel entirely. It's just the hub. I mean, I left the cassette on, but that should be fine. And I'm going back over there. Yeah. I mean, it should be a stronger wheel. So, once I was talking to the mechanic, they recommended these e-bike spokes, which are $4 a spoke, and that's supposed to be good. So it cost definitely a lot more, and I did decide to just have them build the entire wheel, since I wasn't confident that I would be able to get the radial trueness to be good. It seemed like it's worth it to just have them do everything. Because if I did most of the assembly and then they had to like fix something, it would kind of cost the same anyways. So I'll just let them deal with it. So yeah, at $570, I'm sure some of you are thinking, why didn't you just buy a new bike at that point? Like, bikes aren't that pricey. But the price of bikes have definitely gone up. And I say, why don't you join my Patreon? That's right, folks. I don't talk about it a lot, but I do have a Patreon for the channel. Right now, I'm making $89 a month. It's pretty, I mean, honestly, it's nice. It does pay for like a month of rent out of the year, so it's pretty sick. I don't really do extra stuff for the Patreons. Sorry. I probably should, but yeah. So, hey, check out that Patreon, guys.